Hi, I welcome you to this video. In this video, I'll be showing you how to learn from videos. A lot of people don't know how to learn online because they don't know how to learn with videos. Because most of the online training are in video format. That is why a lot of people have contacted me and they were like saying they want physical training. If you know how to learn online, you will see that learning online is quite easier than physical training, because when it comes to physical training, there are lots of bottleneck. What about transportation? What about accommodation? When it comes to physical training, distance becomes a barrier. But with online training, distance is never a barrier. And I am talking from personal experience. Most of the things I learn online, and most of them are in video format. If you use my method, no matter how dull you are, the dullest person on earth can use this method I want to show you now, and you'll be able to learn anything online. So ensure you stay with me to the end. All right, so the three methods I'll be showing you. The first method, you can learn with a notebook. You have your computer, the video you are learning from, then you need a notebook so that you'll be writing down the steps. All right, then the second method is, you may not necessarily need a notebook. You can learn directly from the video, but for a complete beginner, I recommend you have a notebook. But if you are a little bit advanced, you may not need a notebook. For example, nowadays I don't use notebook anymore because I have been used to it. All right, then the third method is using two computers. That means you are playing from one computer and practicing it in the second computer. This is the easiest. But if you don't have the second computer, then you can use the two methods I mentioned earlier. So I will show you how you can apply this method now. The practical step you can apply it. All right, so I'm going to go to my computer first and show you some settings that you need to do before you can learn effectively. Let's get into my computer now. All right, I am in my computer now. Now, for this method to work for you effectively, you need to first download the video to your computer. Okay, now I have already downloaded this video. So the first setting you will do is right click on it and go to open with. See this open with. Select window media player. Okay, select this particular one, window media player. Then
in this video I want to show you.
Let me pause it. So when you select window media player, it will start playing. All right. So as it has started playing now, you now come to the interface where it is playing. Right click, then follow enhancement. If you follow this enhancement, follow this arrow, you see play speed settings. This will help you to reduce the speed. Maybe the person that is teaching the training is very fast. If the person is very fast, you may not be able to get it. You have to follow him slowly. Sometimes I reduce the speed so that it will be very slow. So this is where you do the setting. You click on play setting and you see here, this is the normal speed. 1 is the normal speed. if I put it here, the first dot here, you see it will not be too fast. Then this is the last. No, don't put it when you before the last blue here is the slowest. Okay, so this is the slowest you can get in this setting. So set it to the speed that is okay for you. But if you put it on this place, it will play reverse. You wouldn't want that. So put it here. If you want it very slow, and ensure you set it to this second to the last one here. And if you are okay with the normal speed, put it on 1. So this is where you do your setting. So now you know how to do your setting now. Let's practice how to learn if you are using notebook. Okay, let's practice how to learn if you are using a notebook. All right, now I'll be showing you how to learn using your notebook and your computer. Now let me turn my camera. Now you see my notebook here. This is my notebook here. You can see it here. I'll be writing the step down here, and I will show you how to write your step down correctly. Then this is my computer here. All right, so this video is already here. Let me play this video now.
Hello, in this video I want to show you how to start a new Revit environment.
Okay, the topic is how to start a new Revit environment. So you are going to write the topic in your notebook. How to start a new Revit environment. That is the topic. Write the topic very bold. Can you see the topic? Okay, then play it again.
And in this video I'll be using Revit 2021. As you can see, I have Revit 2021 here. I also have Revit 2015 here. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to be using Revit 2021. I believe this is the latest version of Revit. So whatever version you have, this one should be able to encompass it. All right, so how are we going to open this Revit? There are 2 ways you can open any application like this. You either right click on it, on the icon, and click open, or you double click and it will launch the application. So let's wait for it to load.
Okay, I'll pause the video. Now the first step here is to launch the application. That is the first step. So you are going to come to your notebook and write down the first step. Just launch application. Launch application. That is the first step. So what I normally do is I don't write grammar. I'll just put an arrow here to take me to the second step. Okay, so I've put an arrow here. Then I come back to my video again, play it.
Okay, so it has loaded, and here we are. If you have never worked on any project in your system, you may not have all these. So you may have default samples and others. So if you want to start a new project now, a new Revit environment that have not been used before, you are going to go to models, then you are going to hit new.
Okay, now you can see the second step here is to go to model. So you are going to come back to your notebook. You are going to go to write models. Okay, that is the second step. Then you are going to put an arrow again, going to the next step now. After model, you will see that in the video I went to new. So you are going to write new here in your notebook. Write new. Then let's play the video again.
Then you are going to hit browse.
Okay, the next step is browse. So you are going to come back to your notebook, put an arrow like this, then put browse. Okay, let's go back to the video.
And you go to the default, you go to the drop down.
Okay, it says you should go to the drop down. You are going to come back to your notebook, right, put an arrow, then put drop down, then place an arrow again, play the video again.
Yeah, then you are going to go to Revit 2020.
Okay, you are going to go to RVT, the year. For this particular video, in this video, it was done with Revit 2021. So it now depends on the version you are using. Okay, if assuming I'm using version 2023 now, so what I'm going to write in my next step is to go to RVT 2023, then place my arrow again, come back to your video again, play
one, and you are going to go to template.
Okay, the next step is template. Pause the video, come back to your notebook, write template. Is it templates? Yes, there is S at the end of it. Templates. Okay, come back to your video again, play it.
You double click, and I am going to go to English.
Okay, the next step is go to English, place an arrow, go to English, then place another arrow, going to the next step. Then after English, what else?
Let me go to English. Then I'm going to select any of these will work. So I prefer to use this.
Okay, I now selected construction default. You come to your notebook, write construction default, write it exactly, it is there. Because of time, I will not be able to do everything, but I'm sure you are following this step now. Okay, so now I have written down the steps in my notebook. Assuming I minimize this video now, then come to my Revit. I am inside my Revit now. Let me practice that same step that I learned from that video. Now I am going to be showing you how you can follow the steps you have written in your notebook. Now can you see I have already written the steps one by one. The first step is launching your application. The second step was go to models. Then the third step was new. Now my Revit is already launched. That means I have already taken the first step. The second step is going to model. So let's go to model. This is models. We're already there. Then the third step is going to new. So this is new. You are going to click on it. Then after clicking on that new, in our notebook we see browse. So we are going to go to your Revit, click on browse. Then in our notebook, after the browse is the drop down. Okay, when you are starting Revit as a beginner, you may not understand drop down. Drop down is something like this. Any space that have an arrow like this pointing downward is drop down. So you now click on this drop down. You see this drop down, you click on it. Then let's follow the video again. Let's follow our notes. In our note, we now see RVT 2023. So we are going to go to our computer, RVT 2023. Can you see there? Click on it. Then what else? Go to our note again. You will now see the next step is templates. Okay, so I am going to look for templates. You can see templates here. Open it, double click to open it. Then the next step in our note is English. Can you see English there? Then we are going to look for English. See English here. Double click on it to open it. Then the next thing is in our note here is construction default. So let's look for construction default. We have so many construction default here, so you must have written it exactly the one that was mentioned in the video. So let's select this one. I believe these steps is clear enough for you to follow any video. Okay, so I have shown you how to use note now. You can see if I click open now, I would have gotten the step right. Can you see? I have gotten the step right, though I didn't finish it in the note because of time. So in your own, try to finish it. Okay, that is how you can follow video if you are using a notebook. All right, the second method is if you are using only one computer and you don't want to use notebook. Okay, so we will start afresh again. You have your video open and your Revit also open. You can see this is my Revit. It is open at the background. So let me go to the first page. Okay, so my Revit is shown that it is launched now. So I'm going to go to the video and go to the beginning of the video. You can drag this one down if you want, or you just click. You can start from the beginning. If I want to start from the beginning now, it's a question of dragging this timeline to the beginning. Then you now play it.
Hello, in this video I want to show you how to start a new Revit environment. And in this video I'll be using Revit 2021. As you can see, I have Revit 2021 here. I also have...
Now to save time, let me speed up from this place I am telling stories to where I have started the real action.
Default samples, any application like, or you double click, load.
Okay, now I have done the first step here. With all the stories I've talked, I have been able to achieve the first step, okay, which is launching the Revit. Okay, everything was about launching the Revit, and now I can simply minimize this video and see that my Revit is already launched. Okay, now we are looking for the next step now is to play the video again.
Okay, so it has loaded, and here we are. If you have never worked on any project in your system, you may not have all these. So you may have default samples and
let me reduce the volume.
So
now with all the stories is to help you to understand what you are doing. Okay, now you have understood. You see that the next step is in the video says go to models. Now minimize this video and see if you will have model in your own. You can see this is model exactly the same way it was in the video. Okay, so minimize this video. Look at where you can see model. Can you see it here? Though there are two model, there's one here, there is one here, but in the video you will see that the one that the guy went to is this particular one, not this one. So if you go to this one, you are wrong. Where it went is this one. Okay, so let's minimize the video and go to that model. Then the next step, according to the video that we have just played now, was new. Okay, so we'll now go to new. Then after the new, you see that the guy went to, let's play the video now.
Then you are going to hit browse.
Okay, the guy went to browse. So we are going to pause the video, minimize it, then go to browse. Can you see the way I am following it? Now if you follow it for some time, after some times all these steps get stick to your brain, so that you don't need to spend too much time. But as a beginner, you need to be patient to spend time to learn. So that is how you will be going through all this step by step until you master that particular step. So a time will come whereby you don't even need to visit that video again. You just push the video aside. You can remember everything offhand. At that point, you have mastered it. All right, so that is how you can learn if you are using only one computer and you don't want to use notebook. So let's talk about the third method, which is using two computers. This one is the best. Okay, now I'm going to turn my camera now. Now you see I have two computers here. This is one computer and this is the second one. Okay, so I am going to launch this particular one and play the video. So if I play the video here, sorry,
Hello, in this video
I will open with, let me open with, because if you just play, it will play it with other app that you may not be able to control very well. So I will use open with. Remember we are in the second computer now, so I will use open with. Then I will take it to window media player. So I am going to right click on the video. Don't just double click. If you double click, it may open with an app that you don't have control over. Okay, but we are going to use open with so that we can open. You see, assuming I click open now, it will open with this particular app, which is this media player, and you may not have control over this one. So but I'm going to take it down to Windows media player and play it with that particular one. Okay, now it's playing with that one now.
in this video I want to show you how to start a new Revit environment.
Okay, let me pause it. I'll pause it. I am going to right click on it and go to enhancements, then take it to play speed. With this one, you can easily control the speed, okay? And this work with any video at all, even music. So I will drag it down to somewhere here. If I drag it down to somewhere now and play it,
in this video, I'll be using Revit 2021. As you can see, I have Revit 2021 here.
can you see how slow it is? So no matter how you are a slow learner, with this slow method, you should be able to grab the steps and write it down. Then when you write it down, you now do away with the video. You now close the video and open your Revit to practice. So you now minimize it on this computer. Go to your second computer where you have opened your Revit and practice it there. Come back here, play it, get the step, go and practice. Go and practice.
2015 here.
You go and practice it in the second computer where you have your Revit. So with these three methods I have shown you now, it is very, very easy to learn online, to learn using videos. I hope you have benefited something from this video. Let me know if this video has helped you. All right, so see you in the next video. Bye.